All right, I got this new one-shot weed and grass killer here. It's from Spectracide. I don't know if they just changed the bottle and the advertising. And this Spectracide one-shot has this sprayer. It's an arm and a stick that comes out so you can extend the wand to aim the spray better. I've had these before. They don't seem to last very long, these sprayer heads, but I'll give it a shot. It supposedly kills weeds down to the root and kills them for 60 days. And I got a lot of weeds that came back after a couple of months from another product that I tried using. And I'm going to try this stuff on dollar weed, of course. And this whole side here on the right is all weeds. And I made a trough there between the grass and the weeds. And I'm going to just spray this stuff when it gets cooler, probably early in the morning. You don't really want to spray this stuff too late. It says after an hour it's safe. Good after an hour before rain. So I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be spraying all these weeds and I'll give you a before and after on it. Okay, on this one-shot weed and grass killer by Spectracide, there's a little knob here. When you plug this in, you take the little tape off and you put the hose in. There's a knob here that says open and closed. So when you want to run it, put it on open. This wand is adjustable. You can pull it out. And then on the head, there's a spray pattern that you can choose. And that's how you get the wand out. You move this little lever up and down. And then there's a battery thing under this red cap here to let the battery work. It's actually battery operated, so it's pretty cool. You know how hard it is to spray after a while, you get tired. So you shake it up real good, and then you could start spraying. I already sprayed this morning, but it was a little dewy out, so I'm a little worried that the original spray didn't take. So I'm just going to do this over again. See, I got a bunch of dollar weed and all kinds of weeds and stuff. I'm going to set my pattern to a wider thing because I got a lot of weeds here. Here goes. It's kind of a weak spray, but I guess it doesn't have to touch the plants all that much. And I'll give you this before and after view so that you can see if it actually works. This thing has a guarantee that if it doesn't work, you get your money back. And believe me, if it doesn't work, I'm getting my money back on this thing. Just keep the bottle and your receipt. It feels like it's spraying a lot more than it looks like. Like the bottle's getting emptier quicker. Spraying all these. These dollar weeds should die with this stuff. If not, I'll use my other dollar weed killer that I use in the yard. That kills it. To tell that the spray's getting weak. Shouldn't be. One thing about this electronic one, this motor driven, is it should give a consistent spray. But it looks like the head of this is not doing all that well. I just readjusted the head. That's the other head setting. More accuracy with this. Not as wide. Not liking it as much because it takes too long to do a big area. I'm going to switch back. So far this machine, I'm just not real impressed with it. Because it's not putting out the material as it's like foam. It's coming out like foam. Maybe that works better for it when it's foam. I know they used to have a foam product. I'm getting good coverage on it as far as it's touching every leaf. Making sure this dollar weed, I don't want the dollar weed to get out of hand. I think I'm done for this treatment. I don't want to overdo it because I need to have more of this for the other side still. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see that with the light blaring, but I got a lot of weeds here. All this on the right is weeds. And right there is a good plot. Funny, I edged this a couple days ago and it already grew back. This part's a little wet from the dew still, so I'm going to wait till later to do it. Okay, this is 2 weeks after applying Spectrum Hot Shot to my weeds. And I don't know if you can see it, but most of the weeds are dead. There is some in-between weeds that are still alive. And to tell you the truth, I applied this stuff in 2 weeks. I applied it 3 or 4 times, and still it hasn't killed all the weeds. So I'm disappointed in that. I'm not going to spray it again. I'm getting tired of spraying it. I'll probably hit the rest with the weed whacker now. But you could definitely see some weeds dying. It's just that it doesn't kill all the weeds. And that's been 2 weeks now, 4 applications of that stuff. So the Spectracide one-shot weed and grass killer, I would not get that again. After 3 weeks, it looks like this. This has been 3 applications of the product, and it hasn't killed everything. It's kind of disappointing to see 3 applications and it's still got a lot left, especially over here. It's interesting it started killing this. This stuff doesn't die. This isn't really weeds. I think it's part of the oak trees that were here. Didn't touch that, which it should have killed immediately.